That's it. All right, all right, all right. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me. It is everything fresh and sassy. How are you? I hope all is well with you. I do. Mind, body, spirit, and in health. It is, what's today's date? Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. It is 7:02 in the p.m. Let's cook some dinner. And I'm hungry. I haven't had much to eat today. I had some broccoli earlier because that was all that was left over. In my house, whatever I made for dinner the night before, that's what I eat for breakfast. That's what I eat for breakfast, okay? So let me just tell you what we got. What did I do? I put the chicken in the refrigerator. I'm using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs that I have already washed. I've already washed them and cleaned them. Cut off the excess skin that I didn't want on there. And let's see, the coriander is in the dishwasher, so I'll put it in that. But anyway, I'm going to be using chicken thighs. I got bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, tomato paste. I got some scallions. I'm going to be doing some collard greens tonight because we eat broccoli just about every night. And I do a mix. It's a medley of broccoli, cabbage, and what else do I put in? Broccoli, cabbage, onion, peppers, and green tomato if I have it. Uh-oh. My phone is plugged up, so the cord is pulling the phone the wrong direction. But anyway, broccoli, onion, green tomato, and bell pepper is normally the mix that we have just about every night for dinner. And so I decided I would do some collard greens tonight with dinner. I would love to put some green tomatoes in there. I thought I had one green tomato left. Here, green tomato, 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 tomato. Here, green tomato. I don't. I don't. Nada más verde tomato. Tomate. So, we're going to work with what we got, okay? The spices that I'm using are garlic, oregano, basil, salt, pepper, white pepper, onion, paprika, curry. That's what's going in the chicken cacciatore that I am preparing tonight. Now, there's a little bit of water left in my chicken, and I think I have 16 pieces of thigh here. Let me show you. All washed, cleaned, and cut. I did that earlier so I wouldn't have to do that now. Sorry about that. You probably didn't even see what happened. I like how YouTube picks right back up, even though you may have slid the screen to your messages by accident or to a phone call. And most of the time, YouTube will allow you to pick that call right back up. So there's the chicken. I'm going to pour out this water that has kind of formed in here. And then I'm going to season the chicken in this bowl. And from there, I'm going to take the easy way out, and I am going to bake this chicken in the oven at 300. Do it now. Bake 350. I usually do 325. I like it to cook slow and gradually heat up. The slower you cook it, the longer you cook it, the more tender your meat is going to be. But the chicken thighs are already tender, so you don't really have to worry about that. I mean, I would cook it as high as 400 degrees, but not tonight. I'm gonna cook it at 350 for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you can watch me as I season the chicken. Turn you down this way. All right, hold on. I am in a fight with ants right now. And you know how it is in the summertime, they come in the house and, you know, you do what you can. And I got this big bottle of Ortho to spray the ants with, but I'm scared to spray it because I'm like, what if something happens to us using this stuff? So I refuse to use it. So, but I've wiped everything down, cleaned everything up really, really well. So let's season the chicken. I have some sea salt. Is it open? No. It might help if I open it. You know why it's not open? Because I got one open already. Okay, so let's use this one. I'm going to season the chicken with salt. I know one might say that's an awful lot of salt. Well, it's an awful lot of chicken. Not an awful lot, but it's a really nice amount of chicken. And if you're not used to cooking for a number of people or cooking large batches of food, when you see someone season chicken this way, you might say, oh, that's too much. No, it's not. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. And we got some onion powder here. And then I'm going to use some paprika. Paprika. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's really pretty. Okay. I believe that's all of it. I might need more. I won't know until I mix this all together. Here's some curry. Not much in here, but I do have more. Here's the curry. Might need more of both of those, but again, I can tell by looking at it, and this is the part where I feel kind of bad because I can't really tell you how much to season with your chicken. Now, like I said, this is 16 pieces of chicken. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The best thing for me to tell you is to learn your herbs and spices, the ones that you can be very free-handed with and the ones that you have to be very gentle with, like fennel seed and cumin. You have to be gentle with those because too much will send your recipe in the wrong direction. You won't like it. So that was oregano. Next is some basil. I love the smell of basil and oregano. Okay. And I use a good amount of basil because this recipe has tomato in it. And you got to have tomato, garlic, onion, and basil when you are doing tomato. So, all right. So let me just get a glove here. And we're going to swirl this all around. Then we're going to look at it and determine whether I need more seasoning or not. I definitely need more curry. I can also smell the chicken and I can tell all these herbs and spices are hitting me right in my face right now and I love it. And I can tell which ones I need to add a little more of. And you want to start out, you know, not liberally, but in a kind of reserved way because you can always add more, but you can't take out what you put in. If you do put in too much, there are ways to adjust, especially if you've done too much salt, too much spice. When I say spice, I mean heat, excuse me. I don't do heat. I'm a wimp. I cannot hang. The best I can do is green Tabasco sauce. And I don't even know if that's considered something spicy or not, but that's the best that I can do. All right, so this chicken looks good. I can see the seasoning. I can smell the seasoning. You see that? That's how I know my chicken is well seasoned. And with using all the other herbs and spices, I don't have to use that much salt, but I do use salt. because my husband and I can get dehydrated at times, so I have to make sure we, keep our salt, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and chloride, and all the other electrolytes in order. So this looks good and it smells even better. Look at that chicken. Isn't that pretty? See all the seasonings on there? That's a well-seasoned bowl of chicken right there. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is get a pan to put the chicken in. And I'm going to put just a little bit of avocado oil into my pan. Right? Okay, and then we are going to put the chicken into the pan. A feather. Thought I got all that off. Oh! Okay, I didn't use my hand to turn the water on and off. I used my wrist. And I'm making sure that I pull the skin back down onto the chicken. And we're going to do 2 rows of chicken in this pan. Okay. And like I said, I don't want my chicken to be like this. I want to make sure I pull the skin back down, have it look nice and neat, and then kind of fold it under like that. Squeeze it together so it's like that, and then place it into the pan. That looks good. Okay, 2, 4, 5, that's 10. Can I put I can put 2 more. I can put 2 more, and then I'll just get a smaller dish for what I have left over. There's 1, and then there is 2. 2, 4, 6, that's 12 pieces of chicken in this pan. Okay, so let me just pick this one up and set it aside and grab another pan for the leftover chicken that's still remaining. Okay, let me see, 2, 4, 6. I can get 6 in here, that's fine. Go. Open that skin up and spread it out. And then tuck it under. Alright, that sound means that my oven temperature is right where I want it, which is 350 degrees. tuck that under there like that. And here is the last one. All right, 6 pieces here, 12 in the oven. So that's 18 pieces of chicken. I think I said 16 before, but yeah, that's 18 pieces of chicken. Okay, so I'm going to cover this up. Let me just throw my gloves in the trash. I'm going to cover up the chicken, and we're going to put that in the oven, and then we will start on the vegetables. Back here. That's one down. And una más to go. Now this chicken is going to cook for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And like I said, I'm taking the easy way out. I'm putting the chicken in the oven. You can do this in a frying pan. You can do this in a stock pot. But to save you some time and some effort, just put the chicken in the oven and let it go for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now there's something in the oven. I don't know what it could be. We don't have, oh, we do have some leftover broccoli. I think my husband put it in there when he came in the house. What is this? Oh, some leftover grits from when we had salmon the other night. We had grits and salmon. And there's a little bit of grits left over. And what is this? That's just some sauce from some chicken that I made a few days ago. And there's no meat in there. It's just sauce. I hate to throw that away. You know, that's a good stock. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to put that into a jar or something, some type of container. So anyway, here we go. I am going to put the chicken. Where's the oven? Where is the oven? The oven is behind me. So, what happened? Okay, there we go. I'm going to put the chicken in the oven. And then I want to move this out of the way because there's nothing left. What can I put? I need to put this. Look, I'll show you what it is. It's really good. Sometimes when my chicken stock turns out really well, I save it. It's got onions and pepper, a little piece of chicken right there. It's got a little tomato in there also. And sometimes I'll hold on to that and use it for something else. Like making a soup. I can just drop some vegetables in there and make a soup out of it. But I need a container to put this in. What can I put it in? Something I can seal tight. Ooh. How about this jar. This would be the perfect jar. Yeah. I'm going to pour that stock right in this jar. I'm not wasting it because it's really, really good stock. And I just want to say, I think people think that, making their own stocks is something complicated, and it's not. Because I see so many people, like when a recipe calls for a chicken stock or, what's the other one? When I see people make macaroni and cheese and they use cream of chicken, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just chicken stock and cream and maybe a little flour, but we don't use flour here. So what I would do is I would replace the flour with cheese or cream cheese or heavy whipping cream to make my cream of chicken to put into my macaroni and cheese. But I've never used cream of chicken in my macaroni and cheese, but I hear it really, it's good, but you can make it yourself. And actually what I just showed you, that stock that I just showed you, you can turn that into a cream of chicken. All you got to do is add some cream cheese or some heavy whipping cream or cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, one of the two. Or just some regular, some Asiago or some Monterey Jack cheese, mozzarella cheese. Put it in there, okay? Stir it up until it gets thick and creamy, right? So I could do that with that. I could make a cream of chicken soup because that's a chicken stock. Maybe that's what I'll do, but not today. What I'm going to do right now is just preserve the chicken stock. So I want to wash this jar out really well. And hold on to this stock because it's too good to waste. It just is. I have all these big mason jars, and it's like, what am I going to do with these big mason jars? Because I bought loads and loads of mason jars when we were all buying mason jars just a few years back. And I was storing and saving a lot of things that I no longer eat, like beans and rice. Those things, even if I wanted to eat them, I might be able to eat some beans, but I cannot eat rice. I cannot eat sugar. I cannot eat flour. I'd be pretty sick. I would be one sick puppy. I just can't digest it. Now, here's the thing. I really have a difficult time digesting the little bit of sugar that I take in, right? And when I say the sugar that I take in, I'm talking about the bananas, the mangoes. I don't eat strawberries anymore. Me and strawberries had a bad falling out about a week ago. We had a very bad falling out. I mean, I was in here fighting for my life because of them strawberries. And I did this once before when I was vegan, maybe twice before when I was vegan. And I mean, I was eating, you know how you have the small box of strawberries and then you have the big box? I was buying the small boxes of strawberries, like 2 of the small boxes of strawberries every 3 days. Because I was just going through the strawberries that quick and that fast. So it's really not beneficial for me to be taking in that much sugar. And here's something else I want you to know about sugar. Here's 2 things I want you to know about sugar. Number 1, if you are vitamin D deficient, you want to lay off the sugar. You want to lay off the very sweet, sweet fruits like pineapple and oranges and mangoes. Those are very high in their own natural sugar, right? Here's the reason why. Taking in sugar or fruits that are high in their own natural sugar will deplete your vitamin D levels. And if you're eating a lot of sugar, i.e. from fruit and stuff like that, and you're not eating something savory before you eat that sugar, you're spiking your blood sugar, you're spiking your insulin levels, and eventually you will become pre-diabetic, then diabetic, and you will become insulin resistant. And that's something you don't want. Because once your insulin stops working for you, you're going to have to be on the insulin that the doctor prescribes for you. And here's what I've learned about that. I have a friend who is diabetic, and they say every year or every 10 months or so, the doctor always has to increase her insulin levels that she's taking orally. She has she's not doing the insulin injection. She's doing the insulin oral medications. And she says they have to up, she says for the past 3 years, they've had to up the dose every year. Now, maybe that's because she's taking in more sugar. She feels confident in taking the insulin and that it's going to cover her and take care of her and keep bad things from happening to her because of the insulin. So maybe she's decided, well, I can just eat more sugar now, you know. That's not a good thing to do, but I can see how that could happen and why it would happen. So I just want you to know, eating a lot of sugar will deplete your vitamin D. That's the first thing. And then the other thing I want you to know is if you're going to eat things that are sweet, you need to eat something savory first. Stay away from juices and juicing because that juice hits your system so quickly. There's no fiber from the fruit that juice came from to slow down the absorption of sugar. So when you drink that sugar, when you drink that juice, that fruit juice, it's going to hit your system fast. It's going to spike your insulin. It's going to spike your sugar. It's going to spike your insulin. And if you keep doing that, you're going to be in trouble. And I don't want you to be in trouble. I really don't. I don't want anybody to be in trouble with their health because you know when your health is compromised, oh boy, you know, it's like everything is wrong when you're not whole and well and healthy, mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so I washed my jar nice and clean. And I'm going to take this chicken stock that ooh, that's still hot. Ouch, ouch. And I think my daughter washed, nope, she didn't. I'm getting ready to tell a tale on her. I thought she had washed the pot holders. Okay, so I've got a pot holder, and I'm going to take this chicken stock and pour it into the jar. There we go. Thought I was going to have more than that, but I'll take what I can get and be happy with it. Thank you very much. This would go with a nice sandwich if I was still eating bread. But I do eat the almond tortillas, and I make sandwiches with those. And I cut them up and make tortillas out of them and everything. So there's my chicken stock, nice and thick, oniony, peppery, garlicky. Everything's in there. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Spill some of it. Let me wash this off on the outside. I probably should give this a hot water bath to seal it. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me to give it a hot water bath. Then I can seal it good. Am I going to put it in the stove? Yes, I am, because I'm going to... The tomatoes and everything else is going on top of the chicken. Oh, I didn't set a timer. So let's see. Let's set a timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Because I think the chicken's been in there for about 15 minutes. And I like to cook my chicken for an hour and 15 minutes, and then I take the foil off and let the skin on the chicken crisp up because I like it crispy. I thought I had a pepper, but I don't. Oh, I got a head of cabbage back here. Oh. I thought I had a green pepper. Another green tomato. But it appears to be that I don't. Do I want it? It's getting dark. And that is the grits from when we had salmon the other night. And I don't want to waste that. It's just like a couple of tablespoons full, but look, I'm not wasting any food. I'm wasting enough. And that's bad. Das is really bad. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons of grits. And there's some peppers in here too. You think I'm gonna throw that away? Nope, because this could go along somebody else's food, maybe tonight or another night. But I've had my grits for this week. We do grits like maybe once or twice a month. I do mac and cheese once a month. Bread I don't do, but I'm so tempted. I want a biscuit really bad. So I might do a biscuit. Hold on. Let me just make sure I haven't missed any comments because I see someone there. But yeah, I really would love to have a biscuit. But I'm a chicken. I'm scared. I don't want to be sick. I started not to come on here because I was upset and I was feeling a little, I don't know what I was feeling, but I was upset. And normally when I'm not at my best, I don't like to come to the channel to do any lives especially. But I'm okay. I'm all right. What is this, garlic? That's garlic. Okay, so let's put this back in. I'm okay. I want to tell you why I'm upset, but I don't know. Let's just say what time is it? 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock? No, that's not the right time. What time is it? 7:35. Okay. There's not that many people in the room, so actually there's no one here. But when some more people come into the room, I might tell you why I'm upset. I was upset. I'm not upset anymore. I'm good. So it's getting a little dark in here. I am going to turn on some light. So I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're feeling your best and that life is good for you. You're happy, you're peaceful. You have what you need. I pray you have all that you need and that you are happy, healthy, and you have all that you need. That's my prayer for you. For you. That's my prayer for you. Yeah, it is. Water. Oh, gosh. Feel the burn. Oh, there's nothing like the burn of some good carbonated water or soda but I don't drink sodas. This is peach and pear sparkling water. It's so good. It is really, really good. Okay, so let's wash these greens up. I got 2 bunches of greens. I'm only going to do one because I'm going to mix some other stuff into what I'm cooking tonight. So I'm going to put this one away. I'm going to do collard greens, cabbage. We're going to do broccoli too. We're going to mix it all together because that's normally what I do. And because I get tired of asking everybody, what kind of vegetable do you want tonight? Because we eat vegetables every night. Every night. We don't go a night without vegetables. And trust and believe. If I try to skip them, somebody's going to say, where are the vegetables at? Where are the vegetables at? So I got to make sure when they say, where them fans at? Anyway. So, somebody got into a little bit of hot water because they performed that song at a conference they were having. And, you know, a conference can be a conference about anything. You can talk about health, you can talk about money, you can talk about cars, clothes, whatever your conference is about, right? You have activities that, you know, help bond your team together, team building, team bonding activities and things of the sort. Well, you know, T.D. Jake's daughter got into a little bit of hot water. I don't know if it was his daughter or his wife, because at the conference, you know, they had women there who all brought their fans, and they were doing where them fans at the conference. Now, if you're at the conference, that's one thing. If you're in church doing that, that's another thing, because now you're trying to incorporate things of the world when Yahweh said, come out of her, my people. Okay, separate yourself from all of that. Separate yourself and remove yourself from Babylon. Thank you. Appreciate you. Separate and remove yourself from Babylon. And so many people, and this is why I believe a lot of people are suffering. I believe this is why a lot of people are not happy in their lives, because number one, they're not following Yahweh's will, word, and his way. They're not following it. And those that say that they are following it, I'm washing collard greens, that's why the water's running. Those that are following his word or say that they're following his word, this is what they're doing. They are mixing worldly things in with Yahweh's word. And Yahweh said, don't change my word. It is what it is. Don't change my word. If you do, what's going to be heaped on your head? If you know the Bible, you know what's going to be heaped on your head for changing Yahweh's will, his word, and his way. He said, do not change my word. And people want to regurgitate his word and then throw in their own little spin as to how things should be, based on a life that they or a loved one is living. You know, they want to always try to fix his word to justify their means, their ways of living. And I promise you, because he promised us, if you change my word, you're going to be in trouble. Flat out, you're going to be in trouble. And people are changing his word, discarding his word, obliterating and just demolishing his word. Okay, he gave you free will. That's what you want to do. Go and do that. In the end, see how it works out for you is all I'm saying. So then there was this thing with, what was the person's name? Oh, Snoop Dogg. Because he said he took his son to the movies, and his son said there were these, and this was a Disney, I don't know. It was supposed to be, I won't say who made the movie, but the movie was supposed to be a kid's movie. And the little boy said to his dad, which was Snoop, he said, how them two ladies have a baby? How did those two women have a baby together? Right? And Snoop was like, I didn't come here for all of this. I just came here to watch a movie. Now I got to try to explain something that I don't know nothing about, don't want to know anything about, that has nothing to do with me and my family. I don't want to have to explain this to my son, or it was either his son or his grandson. He's like, I don't want to have to explain this. It's not what I came to the movies for, he said. And he was mad. And so, of course, you know, the backlash. And what's that lady's name? She used to do the clean house thing. Niecy Nash. She's married to a woman. Okay? And so she had to chime in. And she was like, I just want to remind you that I'm married to a woman. And I'm like, who cares? You know, there was a time when if you chose that lifestyle, okay, no one cared. Nobody cared. But there are people who always have to turn their living circumstances into some type of drama, some type of dramatic situation, you know, that everybody's got to know about, and everybody has to give their approval for the filthy way they live. And I'm not saying that that's a filthy way of living. Yahweh, someone needs you. Help them, heal them, comfort and protect them. In Yeshua, HaMashiach's matches in mighty name. I mean, Yahweh, please help them. I'm not saying that's a filthy way of living. I'm not saying that. But here's what I am saying. What you do in the privacy of your home is your business. I don't need to approve it. I don't need to go on any marches because this is the way you choose to live. I don't need to rah, 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 sis, boom, bah, wave my fist in the air like I just don't care for you so that you can feel comfortable. If you don't, listen, if you don't feel comfortable in the life that you have chosen, that's a matter betwixt you, yourself, and you. I have nothing to do with that. Nobody outside of your living situation has anything to do with the choices you make. Okay? I don't have to put a stamp of approval on it for you. But these people need so much approval and acceptance from outside forces. And this is part of why many are miserable. You know, if you decide you want to do something, go on and do it. Do it with great vim, vigor, and fervor. Okay? Go on and do it. Do it till the wheels fall off. Go on and do it. Because if you're doing what you're doing and you believe that what you're doing is the right thing, why are you worried about what anybody says? If I do something, I'm going to do it because it's right for me. Okay? I'm not worried about what anybody has to say about what I'm doing, how I'm living. I'm not worried about none of that. And nobody else should be either. You know, if you decide you want to be vegan and do it with all the vim, vigor, fervor, and information and knowledge that you can muster. Go on and do that. I pray it works out for you, but go on and do that. That's your business. You don't need a stamp of approval from me. You don't need me to come to your channel and be sis boom buying and rah-rah-rahing you along. So what if no one comes to your channel and offers their approval for what you're doing? Are you doing this for somebody else or are you doing it for yourself? Certainly if you're doing this for somebody else, you're going to fail. I hate to say it, but most likely you're going to fail. When you do something, you need to be doing it with every ounce of conviction you can muster. You need to know you're doing it for you. You need to know why you're doing it. And then do it. You don't need anybody's approval to do what you do. And this is why a lot of people fail. This is why a lot of people struggle. They want somebody else's approval to help them muster and garner the gumption to do what it is that they're doing. If what you're doing does not move you outside of what anybody else has to say about what you're doing, then you shouldn't be doing it. You should not be doing it. You should find something else to do until you can find something that convicts you. Here's broccoli, all cut up. You know how I like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. Okay, so I cut up some broccoli. I have a head of cabbage here. That's going in the pot. I'm going to use half of a cabbage. I can't use a whole cabbage because the pot that I'm cooking in is not that big. But yeah, whatever you do in life, make sure you know why you're doing it. Have purpose. Be driven by purpose as to the reason why you're doing what you're doing. And don't stand around, sit around, wait around for somebody to come and give their approval of what you're doing. If you got to wait for somebody to give their approval of what you're doing, guess what? People are not going to always rah you on. They're not always going to be around because guess what? They got their own lives they're living. Okay? They have their own lives that they're living. And once they get tired of what it is you're doing, right? And they're not there to cheer you on, are you going to fall apart? Are you going to fall apart? Because this crowd of people weren't there to lend their encouragement to you and your efforts. Do what you do for you. Okay? But like I said, there's so many people that's gotta, they gotta have a whole drama team behind them cheering them on. Oh, that's how you live. That's how you want to live. You need me to go to the rally and approve what you do. No, I got a life of my own to live, and I'm living my life according to the way Yahweh says I'm supposed to live. Now, what you do, that's on you. What you do, that's your business. I happen to read, and the person that gives me my direction, my lessons on how to maneuver this gift of life says to me that that's not appropriate. That is wrong. It's an abomination. And when I leave here, I don't want to go to hell. When I leave here, I definitely don't want to come back here. You know? Could you imagine what this world is going to be like if it doesn't right itself, if the people don't change? Could you imagine if this world continues on the trajectory that it's running on right now? Baby, it is not going to be good for anybody. And I feel sorry for the ones that can't fend for themselves, can't speak up for themselves. I feel the worst for them. Ooh, child. I was watching one of those crime stories yesterday. And this little girl, I think she was about 2 years old, this woman beat the living daylights out of this little girl. And then when the police got there, she acted as though, oh, she fell off the slide. I've seen kids fall out of a 10-story window right here in Maryland. Still living. Fortunately, his baby fell in the bushes. Thanks be to Yahweh. The baby fell in the bushes when he fell out the window. girl, they said, fell off the slide. She had a massive, what do you call it? Contusion to the back of her head. She had one on the front of her head. Her belly was filled with blood. She was black, blue, and purple all over from being beat. I'm like, the fuck? I'm sorry, I said I wasn't going to curse no more, but I don't have words for why or how somebody could do something like that to a child. I don't understand. I don't understand. That woman beat that little. She was this woman was a big woman, and the baby was only like 2. She beat the daylights out of that little girl, and they worked on her and worked on her and worked on her. And I guess the person that beat her didn't want her to holler, so they shoved something down her throat so she couldn't holler. The pain that little girl was in, and she couldn't even holler. And they were trying to get whatever it was out of her throat. We got to talk about something else. I guess I want to vent. I don't come here to vent often. Do I vent very often? Listen. I want to tell you, this is a public service announcement, okay? And I said I wasn't going to cuss no more, but I don't know if I'm cussing or not. But I am sick and tired of seeing ass I don't want to see. I don't want to see no more ass. If it ain't mine, if it ain't my husband's, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see no more ass. Every day, I am assaulted by some woman's daughter. And I'm going to tell you why I say some woman's daughter. Because these girls are walking down the street with their mothers, their grandmothers, their grandfathers, their parents, walking down the street with both parents. And these girls got on not shorts, but they in their underpants. I know what shorts are, and I know what underpants are. I know what a bathing suit is. I know what a bikini bottom is. You know, bikinis and bathing suits, they all have a lining to them. The well-made ones, anyway. And these girls are coming out the house with their mothers, their fathers. Sometimes it's both parents. Sometimes it's both grandparents. And they're coming out the house like this. Ass out. And I'm like, it's not like this little girl snuck out the house and she's not there with her parent, you know. She snuck out and she dressed like that. She changed her. We all did that. We all put some clothes in our bag that we wasn't supposed to be wearing. And when school got out, we took that uniform off and we put on them street clothes. And some of that stuff, now, we didn't have booty shorts. We had short shorts, but they weren't booty shorts. You never saw our cheeks. Never saw our cheeks. And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of seeing butt that I didn't ask to see. I don't ask to see no butt unless it's my husband's butt. Outside of that, I don't want to see it. If it ain't mine, if it ain't his, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And every day I am assaulted. And these kids that do this, that I've seen do this, let's just say they're not a part of my family. They don't look like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are these people doing this? Why? Now I see some of us, our family, inappropriately dressed. Yep, we do it too. But walking outside in your drawers, no, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. And then there's this guy, I can't remember the name of his channel, and if I could remember the name of his channel, I wouldn't even tell you because he was just talking foolishness. And I was like, is this guy trolling or does he really mean what he's saying? because he was saying, you know, women should be able to walk around in their drawers. They should be able to walk around butterball naked and nobody touch them and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but why would you? Why would you walk around? Why would a woman walk around naked? Why would a young girl walk around like that? That's not modesty. That's not appropriate. This is not what we do. And he went on to say, you know, God sent us here naked. He asked us, who told you you were naked? Okay? But it wasn't us that turned our nudity into some hypersexualized activity. You know? There are people who go to Africa just to see a bare-breasted black woman. They take all kinds of pictures of her and they touch her, they put their hands on her. Some of these men will even let their wives be infiltrated by a Westerner. And that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate that they allow that to happen. Their governments shouldn't even allow tourists to go to these villages because they do things like they give the villagers beer, liquor, candy, things that they've never had before, but of course they like it. They like candy. It's sweet. They like the beer. It makes them feel a certain kind of way. And the next thing you know, these people are hooked on something that they don't know anything about. They don't know the dangers of it. They don't know the repercussions of, you know, using these things. And so the next time someone comes to visit, they're asking for beer. They'll do anything for beer because they're hooked now. They're alcoholics. They're hooked on the sugar. They're hooked on the drink. And this is because Westerners have gone there and given them these things. And they think it's funny to see them when they get drunk. They think it's funny to see them experience alcohol and sugar. They think it's funny. It's not funny. It's not even appropriate. It's wrong on so many levels. Leave those people alone. If you want to go visit, go visit. You want to leave a gift, leave them something they can use. Not something that's going to get them addicted and hooked so that the next tourist can come along and manipulate them into doing things they should not be doing. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with down here. Okay, so I didn't have a bowl big enough. I do have a bowl big enough, but it's over there in the sink and it's dirty. So I'm using these two bowls here. And we have broccoli, we have cabbage. I would love some green tomato, but I don't have it. And broccoli, cabbage, and collard greens. I'm gonna cut up some onion and some bell pepper to go into the mix. And then we will season this. And we will cook it in the rice cooker. Make it easy on yourself. You don't have to stand over a pot and stir and toss and, you know, I like to just put my food in the oven and let it go. Put my food in the rice cooker and let it go. Okay? So, now, I'm going to cut up some onion and some bell pepper. And I do this because, like I said, you know, one wants this vegetable, one wants that vegetable, you know, and everybody wants a vegetable. So this just makes it, I think it's better. I think it's easier. There's a mixture of this and that. And it just adds interest. When you put all these different vegetables together, it just adds interest to the flavor. And it's not this one boring piece of broccoli. So I think 1 pepper might be, no, I'm gonna need 2 peppers. 1 pepper for each bowl. And I'm only gonna cook half of it. The other half I'll just put into a container and we'll save it for another night. So I'll put the peppers in there. And I got 1 more pepper here. I got peppers. I got peppers. Okay. So this will be for the second batch. There we go. Oh, the chicken smells good. It smells really good. And it's just cooking. It's just doing its own thing. I don't have to do anything to it. It is just cooking. And I'm making some banana mango pudding tonight. No sugar added, no sweetener, no sugar, no sweetener, no sweetener, no sugar. And it is absolutely delicious. And it's very few ingredients. You have some extracts, 2 extracts, a spice, which I use pumpkin spice. And then the main ingredients are bananas, mangoes, and cream cheese. That's it. And it tastes like there's a sweetener in there. Like I added sugar or something, and there is none. It is really good. And if you've got a sweet tooth, this will hit the spot. I'm telling you, it will hit the spot. And not only that, you can do so many things with it. Not only just make it into a pudding, but you can use it as a base for your ice cream. Instead of adding cream cheese, you take the bananas and the mangoes, freeze it for about an hour or 2. Put it in your Ninja cup, add some heavy whipping cream to it, zhuzh it up, and you have a nice soft serve banana mango ice cream. You can also use that mix to put on a cake if you eat cake. And that's one thing I don't eat here anymore. I don't do any more cakes, pies, or cookies. But if you like cake and you want an icing, you can make an icing out of sweet potato and cream cheese. You can make an icing out of bananas, mangoes, bananas and apples and cream cheese. And it's sweet, it's good, and it is oh so satisfying. All right, so I cut up the peppers. Now I'm gonna cut up 2 onions. I've got red onions here, and I'm gonna cut up 2. 1 onion is going to be for my chicken, and the other onion is going to be for the vegetables. And I'm just going to rough cut. I'm just going to cut that part off. Just going to rough cut these onions. Woo! My eyes are burning. And you know they've got the cry less onions now. I wouldn't buy them. Nope. I want my onions to burn my eye. Let me know it's real. I'm already wondering about certain food not being real. And how they're got so many bioengineered ingredients in so many different foods. Okay. So that is 1 whole onion. All right, so here is one bowl of my vegetables. Do I have any broccoli in here? Not in this bowl. Okay. All right, so we'll probably bag this up for later. And I'm gonna put some onions in there like that. That's enough. Now the bowl that has the broccoli in it, this is the bowl I'm gonna cook tonight. So we've got broccoli, bell peppers, cabbage, collard greens, and red onion. So that's everything that's going into here. Like I said, it would be really good if I had some green tomato, or you can put some red tomato in there if you like. But I prefer green tomato. It stands up better. It's a really nice flavor when it's cooked and seasoned well. But I think I cooked the last one when I made the cacciatore last time. So now I'm going to, I should cook the vegetables now, but they only take 10 minutes to cook, so I'm going to wait. Because I don't want to overcook them. We don't like our vegetables mushy. And sometimes when I cook them in the rice cooker, after it cooks for 10 minutes, then it keeps warm. And that keep warm setting that sets itself by itself, that setting continues to cook the vegetables, and oftentimes the vegetables end up coming out really mushy. And we'll eat them, but they're just not as enjoyable as they would be if we had just kept an eye on it and not have let it cook for so long. I don't think this is not enough tomato, but let me cut it up and see. I'm using Roma or plum tomatoes. I don't think this is going to be enough. But I'm pretty sure I have more tomatoes. So not to worry. Not at all. That's not going to be enough. And I need another bowl for the vegetables for the chicken. I've got one here. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. I'm just going to have to make do until we can do better. So I just quartered some tomatoes, putting those into the bowl. And I'm going to cut up another onion, and then this onion will be for the chicken. Have you noticed you can't find any yellow onions in the store? I'm wondering why that is. And if you do find something that says yellow onion, realize if you know your onions, you'll realize they're taking the labels from the Vidalia onions. They're taking the Vidalia onion label off and labeling the Vidalia onion as a yellow onion. Vidalia onions are sweet. Yellow onions are not sweet. But I guess they figured most consumers don't know the difference, especially young people. They don't know, they don't cook. So they don't know. So they're passing off the Vidalias as yellow onions when they're not. So I buy the white Spanish onions now, or I buy the red onion because I don't like the Vidalia onions. It's too sweet for me, and it causes me a problem. So I got to do what I can do while I can still do it. So this onion will go in with the tomato. And what else? What else is going in there? Okay. So let's chop up. Take that little piece of skin off of there. There's still more. Okay. There we go. And this onion is going in with the tomato. More? That's enough. I'm going to put the rest of this onion with the other vegetables that I am going to save for another night. Okay. And I need another bell pepper to go in with that chicken. Do I have another bell pepper? I should. I do. I do have another bell pepper. And it's a big one. I got another bell pepper. I'm going to cut this up and put that in there. We're going to season it and kind of stir fry it in the pan a little bit. And then we will add it to the chicken. Now the chicken has another 32 minutes to go. Oh, and I got some dill I'm going to put in there as well. Go. That's going right there. I like them cut kind of thick. I like to be able to see and get to know the veggies in my food. Okay. Cut this up. We're not wasting this. All right. Okay. Peppers and, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. All right. Now, for some dill. That's not much, but it'll do. So So I'm gonna add dill to that. I shouldn't have used my hand because it's wet. Sorry. A little more dill, please. Just a little more. There we go. There's the dill. That's the deal. There's the dill, and that's the deal. Okay. So now we're going to swirl it around. Toss it and turn it. Okay, so let's just swirl it up, stir it up, swirl it up. Do I have enough dill? Looks like I got enough dill. Okay. See? Now to season. A little oil. Salt. Black pepper. Gotta have basil. Whenever I do tomato, I gotta have my basil. Okay. And then some oregano, some onion. I used up all my garlic. I got like a little teensy pinch of garlic, minced garlic, but I don't have any powdered garlic. That was the oregano. And is this white pepper? Yes, it is. Is it open? No, it's not. Is this white pepper really? Because I thought I bought some white pepper the other day and it was actually poultry seasoning. I guess I was looking at the white pepper, but I picked up the poultry seasoning, which I don't use. Yep, that's white pepper. A little white pepper in there. Okay. And then we just swirl it around again. And we are going to, I guess, saute, stir fry, I don't know. These veggies right here on top of the stove. I got a pan right here. And these veggies are going right in there. Just get that pan, go to wiping. Sometimes my dishwasher, even though I've only had this dishwasher for 2 months, sometimes, and sometimes it just depends on who stacked the dishes and how they put them in there. So we are good. Add just a little more oil in the pan, just a drizzle. Look at the veggies, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? And that's just gonna go right in this pan. Just like so. Oh, honey, we can't leave all this dill in here now. We cannot do that. Absolutely not. I love dill. Dill, I think dill and basil are my favorite herbs. My favorite spices would be the pumpkin spice mix, I like that. And coriander and cardamom, I think are my favorite spices. All right, So what we're going to do now is take this pan over to the stove, and we're going to let this saute, simmer. I'm not sure what you would call it, but we're going to put it on the stove and let that cook. And then we are going to clean up. These vegetables need to be steamed, but they are not going to be steamed until 15 minutes before we eat, because I want them hot and I want them not crispy, but I want them to have some texture to them. I don't want them to be mushy to the mouth. So I am going to turn the camera around. Oh. You know, I want to get back on this topic again. I can't help it. I want to say something to the young ladies out there. Young ladies, and I've done many videos about this saying the same thing, but I got to say it again because it's just worth being said again. Young ladies, when you go out, because I saw this young girl, she does these shorts. She's a comedian. She's very funny. And she does these funny little shorts. And sometimes it's just, most of the time it's just her, but sometimes she has her kids in it. And she's got the best sense of humor. But sometimes the outfits, and I just want to say, young lady, when you dress provocatively in a promiscuous way, men look at you and automatically they're like, you know what? That's one for the streets. I can't keep up with her. I won't keep up with her. This young lady is dressing like this because she needs attention. And the type of attention she needs, most likely that man can't provide for her, because she needs multiple sources of those that will stroke her ego and do things for her, tell her she's beautiful, tell her she's pretty, because she doesn't believe it herself. Somebody else has to make her feel like a woman, make her feel pretty. Somebody else has to do that for her. That kind of energy most men don't want to deal with. And they'll say, you know what that is? That's a one-hitter quitter. That right there is a one-hitter quitter. And this young lady did a video saying that if one more person hurt her feelings again, it was going to be a problem. So it seems like somebody had broken her heart, and she was very upset about it. And she had come to her channel to talk about it. And I'm like, honey, what do you expect? When you come dressed the way that you do, that man looks at you and says, oh, she's for the streets. This is not what you take. This is not wifey material. This is not who you take home to mama. Mama wouldn't have it in the first place. Grandmama would probably chase her away and have a few choice words for her. But I want to tell this young lady, look, what do you expect from these men when they see you dressed in this manner? They're saying you're for the streets. They can't keep up with that kind of energy. You require too much. You require to have your nails did, your hair done, and it's not even so much as that, but you require so much attention from so many people that this man can't even trust that he could leave you in a crowd of men and that you wouldn't be wilding, shaking your butt for the masses, for these men. He's not sure of how you're going to respond or how you're going to act. So he just sees you as a one-hitter quitter. You're a beautiful young lady. Absolutely beautiful. I love the way you talk to your children. You treat your children, it seems to be so well. And your children just love to be around you, and it seems like you love being around them. I can tell. I can tell a mother who is happy about her children and wanting to be around. I can tell. I can tell. And this young lady's children, they love being around her, and she loves being around them. She really does. But young lady, when you dress like that, that man might be a problem for you also. Not only does he think that you might be for the streets, but he's probably already out here in these streets. Because if that's all it took was for you to come scantily clad into his presence, if that's all it took to turn his head, well, what about the next woman who comes dressed scantily clad? Okay? His head is going to turn very easily. You're going to have a problem with that man, I'm telling you. I forgot something. Lavender. It's going in my mix here. But I'm not putting it in right now. I'm not putting in the lavender right now. I'm going to wait until this is done. When it's done, I'm going to sprinkle my lavender on and then place the top back onto it. Okay? If I put the lavender on now, it might burn. And it might not, the flavor may change and it may not be what I want it to be. So I'm going to wait until this is cooked, then add the lavender, cover it back up, and let it sit on a cold burner. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you that because I forgot to tell you that. All right? So let me put this back on the stove. So she can do what she had need to do. And then I need to season my vegetables that I'm going to cook. Red onion, broccoli, cabbage, collard green, bell pepper. Yeah, bell pepper. I was going to say, I don't see any bell pepper, but I see it. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Okay. So I've got my avocado oil. Drizzle a bit. Now, when I cook this in my rice cooker, I don't add any water. Not a drop of water. Not a drop. Onion, I'm sorry, not onion. But salt. Black pepper. Lights are flickering again. Okay. And some white pepper. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. I'm keeping that very simple. Oh. Onion powder. Salt, pepper, onion powder. And a little bit of white pepper. Just a bit. And then we will toss this. I think it needs a little bit more seasoning. Actually, I think we're... Oh! I almost dropped all of it onto the counter. I would have been so mad. I would have been so sad. There we go. Now I'm going to transfer that into my rice cooker bowl. I think I might not have enough room, but we're going to see what we can do with what we got. Do I got enough room? I'm going to mush it down in there if I don't. We got enough room. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Now that pan with the tomatoes and everything, I didn't put any water in there either. There's enough juice in there between the tomatoes, the onions, and the peppers. It'll be just fine. No liquid is needed, okay? So I'm going to take this and we're gonna put that, put you here. Let me move you back here. All right, Mr. Camera Stand, don't fall over me now. Rice cooker, plug it in. Is that the right way? No, this way. Okay, and then this will go here. We'll close it up, and we will set it on steam right there. Menu is here. Steam is flashing, and I'm just going to press start or touch it. Don't have to press anything. And that's going to cook for 10 minutes. Okay? Yahweh, somebody needs you. Help them, heal them, comfort, and protect them. In Yeshua HaMashiach's matchless and mighty name. Amen. Yahweh, please help them. Okay. Also, tomato paste. I forgot. The tomato paste goes in with the tomatoes that are cooking over there. I gotta get a can opener and open that can of tomato paste and mix it in with the tomatoes that are cooking on the stove. Where's the can opener? Here it is. I don't know why I took out 2 cans. I only need 1. This is 6 ounces of tomato paste. And I'm gonna open this 1 can. And I'm just gonna open the tomato paste, scoop it out, and just sit it on top of the veggies that are in that pan. I'm not gonna mix it together yet. I'll wait until the veggies have cooked a little bit and then we will mix it together. But I'm not gonna mix it right now. And I hear it sizzling. Oh, that's the rice cooker sizzling. Hold on. Okay. Turn on the lights and light a candle. There we go. Lights is on, boy. Cut the lights off, boy. So here is my tomato paste. That's going into this pan. Ooh, that smells so good. Baby. So get all this tomato paste out of this can. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? My little grandbaby used to say, it's Bufo. Bufo. How my grandbabies? Granny loves y'all. I miss y'all. I know y'all are going to do well this year. I know it. All right. So the tomato paste is in. Time top is going back on. Let it do its thing. Leave it alone. Don't bother it. Okay? So, let's bring you back this way. Okay, there we go. Okay, we good? We're good. So let's pick up all the trash. And after we get all the trash, we're gonna get all the dishes. Somebody needs to take this trash out. I don't do trash. I mean, if I have to, I will, but. All right, let's put this away and this away and this away. This goes away. All of this goes away. Oh, this is astringent. This is astringent. You know what movie that's from? I know. Okay, I'm going to keep the lavender out. The lavender stays out. The tomato paste, the onion, the basil, the paprika can be put away. Oh, baby. Okay, sorry. And you know what? I gotta make sure the sound is on, because last time I came back, when I did the last video, not this video, but a video before this, I saw that the sound was off. So I see that the microphone is on. Let me just check and make sure that we are good. Because sometimes I get interrupted and I take a call and then I come back. I think I'm being heard and then I'm not. So let's just go and see. YouTube. Everything fresh and sassy. It's working. It's working. Yep. We got sound. Okay. All right. So. I got one more thing I want to cut up, and that is some scallions. And then I want to take out some paprika. Do I have paprika? Oh, yes, I do have paprika. I want to take out some paprika. I've got the lavender here and some scallions, okay? I also need either some half and half or some heavy whipping cream. One or the other, doesn't matter. I'm going to use half and half. And I need some mozzarella cheese and some tri-state cheddar cheese. Okay. But I'm going to cut up these peppers first. Okay, here we go. That's enough. Okay, those are my vegetables, and they've cooked for 10 minutes. And the pot is letting me know that it's cooking, that it's cooked for 10 minutes. Now what it's going to do is keep the veggies warm for me. And in keeping them warm, they're going to continue to even cook more. So I have to unplug the pot and not only unplug it, but open it for a little while to let out all the steam. Otherwise, it's going to be cooked to mush, and I don't want it cooked to mush. But let's just check it first before we turn it off. Hold on. Ooh. Let's swirl it around and see what it do. And I added no water to the pot. This is perfect, just like this. Absolutely perfect. That looks very good. So what I'm going to do is unplug it. It's off. And now I'm going to open it and leave it open because I want to let out all that steam. Otherwise, it's going to cook the mush and then I'm going to be mad. Okay? Now, I'm going to get the sauce ready to go on the chicken. The chicken is still cooking. The timer went off about, 5 minutes ago? But I'm going to leave it cook for just a little bit longer. Okay, got a little bit of lotion because that Dr. Bronner soap and that Dawn soap dries my skin out. Dawn just cuts all the oil because, you know, that's what Dawn does. It gets rid of oil and grease quick. And it will tear your skin up. Okay, so that's my chicken cacciatore, vegetables, and tomato paste all together there. Let's put in some half and half. Well, before I do that, I want to put some cheese in. And I want the cheese to melt well. So before I put the milk in, because if I put the milk in first, the milk is going to cool down the sauce. And I don't want it to cool down. I want it to stay hot so that it can melt this cheese. So we're going to add the cheese like so. Okay. And then if you want a little bit of cheese pull, I would say add some mozzarella cheese to it, which I'm trying to open, but I just put lotion on my hands. Hold on. Now it's slippery. Hold on, I'm going to get it. Just hold on. I got it. There we go. So I got some mozzarella cheese here. And I'm going to put some of this in there. So we'll have a little bit of a cheese pull going on. What was that? I heard something pop. Oh, I think that was a rice cooker. Okay, so we got the mozzarella cheese in there, and then we have some cheddar cheese in there as well. And we're just gonna stir it up. I took it off the burner. Matter of fact, turn that burner off. And I'm gonna cover the cheese with the sauce so that the cheese melts down really nice. Nice and hot. I'm going to cover this for just a few seconds. There's some cheese hanging off the spoon there. Ooh. Okay. Wow. And that dill. Oh, baby. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. That is really good. So I'm just going to let that hang out there. The burner is not on. It's off. I'm just letting the cheese melt under its own steam. And then, do I have any cream? Because the sauce is sweet already. And I haven't added anything to it to make it sweet because you know I can't have any sugar or anything like that. But to sweeten the pot, oh gosh. To sweeten the pot just a bit, I could add some heavy whipping cream. Let me just, what does it say? What's the date on here? The date is 18/2025. I don't know what 18, I don't know what month that is. Oh, you know what? This hasn't even been opened yet. That's not even been opened. Let me see if it's still good. It felt like it was curded or curdled, I should say. Yep, it's curdled. Look, it's been in there for a long time. Look at that. So what am I going to do with this? Make butter? I'll make some butter because it's curdled. Butter or cream cheese or something. My sister, Queen, I Know Who I Am. Y'all go check out Queen, I Know Who I Am. Check out her channel. It's all one word. The word Queen. I as in I am. Queen I know. K-N-O-W. W-H-O. I am. Queen I know who I am. This lady is so talented in the kitchen. I love watching her channel. I love her demeanor. She comes to her channel, she tells you what she's got to tell you about what she's bringing you, and then she's done. She don't come here talking about nobody. She don't bother nobody. A really good person. I like her. I like her a lot. And this lady has a nice sized channel, and she comes and sits with me sometimes, and I'm grateful. I'm most appreciative because you don't have to do that. Okay. So as you can see, the cheese is melted. I don't have heavy whipping cream, and it's okay because sauce is already sweet. If it wasn't sweet, then I would really want to add some heavy whipping cream to the mix, but we're good. So I'm going to add some half and half. And we're just going to mix all of this together. Like so. I need more. Half and half. I need more. So let's say we do, I don't know, a cup and a half of half and half. Right? Oh, wait. Oh, my. I think I did too much cheese. I think there's too much cheese in here. Look at that. No, we can't do this. We cannot do that. So I won't be able to use all of this in my chicken cacciatore, but I'll put some of it. And I can save this for like a beef. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is crazy. I put too much cheese. I can save this for a beefaroni. Or what do you call it? What is that called? Hamburger helper. I can save some of it for that. I can save some of it for pizza. I'm just going to put it in a container and save it. But I'm not going to put all of this on my chicken. I'm just not going to do it. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven and add the sauce to the chicken and put it back in the oven. But I have to sit it on something because I don't want that Pyrex to burst. But you can see the little pieces of dill in the sauce. It looks so good. And it tastes even better. So you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some of this in another pot. Ow. My hips. All right, so let's take some of this and put it into this pot here. Oh wee. That's a lot of cheese. And you can put this, you can make this cheese, just put it on your pizza. Top it with a little chicken, some beef, whatever you like, whatever you have, whatever you want. Okay? And you're good. Okay, I think this has curded too. Is this curded? Yep. I have all this curded cream. I keep buying cream and then I don't use it in a timely fashion, and it goes back. Oh wait, I got plenty of half and half. Right here. I got a big old bottle. Half and half. Alright, so we're gonna... Uh-oh, hold on. Is that curded? That is curded too. Oh no. Okay. Heavy whipping cream. This has curded. That's curded. This is empty. That's empty. So 3 cartons are curded. And 3 cartons are curded and 2 cartons were empty. I'm not going to the store. I'm not doing it. But here's the thing. I bet you there's plenty of juice made by the chicken, and I can take that juice, put it in here, and help thin that out. And we'll have plenty of flavor because you saw I seasoned the chicken really well. Okay? So let me take the chicken out the oven, and then I'll bring you over here so you can see the chicken. I need another mitt because that's too heavy for me to lift with just one hand. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring you over here and set you. Where can I put you? I'll put you here. And then I can push this back there. And there we go. Okay. So we're going to see this chicken all together at the same time. All right. So let's open the chicken. Look at all that juice. Look at all that juice. So we're going to take some of this chicken out of here because when I pour the sauce in there, it's going to run over because this is going to go back in the oven for a little bit longer. Just a bit. So I got another dish here. And what I want to do is take some of this chicken and put it in this other Pyrex dish. And I don't want to overcrowd it. Okay. And we're going to spread this out a little bit. Okay. Now, I want to take some of this juice that's in this pan here. I want some of this juice to go in here with the cheese sauce. This way I can water down the cheese, but here's the thing. While I'm watering down the cheese, I'm not losing any flavor because I'm getting all this chicken stock off the chicken. Okay? I'm going to heat this up because I want this to incorporate really well. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look, look, look. Okay, this is what we want right here. That's how we want it. That's how we want it. All right, maybe a little bit more. I probably should just use all of it. Let me pick this up. And just put all this juice from this chicken into the pot. Leave some. Okay. And there we go. All right. Now, I could put my immersion blender in here, but I don't want to. And the reason being is I want to keep those little veggies in there pretty much whole. And then on top of that, if I put the immersion blender in there, it might thicken up even more. I tell you what, let's give it a quick, I'm going to give it a quick zhuzh with the immersion blender. Let me find an attachment to put on here. Where are the attachments? Here's one. Right here. So I've got the immersion blender here. I'm going to put on one of the attachments. Plug it in. I'm going to zhuzh it real quick because I don't really want to break up my vegetables. So it's going to happen anyway. Here we go. Okay. All right. That's good. So now I think I could actually put this chicken all back in the same pan. We can do that. I think. Can we do that? Now, I want this to cook a little more, and hopefully the skin will crisp up a little bit. I'm going to pour this on top, this cheesy sauce. And see, what I'm missing is the big chunks of tomato. I see one there, but oh well. I could add some more tomato, but I'm running out of time here. So there's that chicken there. Now, as much cheese as we have already put in here, it's nice to put a little bit more on top. And then let it cook for a little while. But I tell you what, I'm not going to add all the cheese now. We're just going to let this cook and bubble a little bit more for about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven. And then I'm going to add a little more of the cheddar cheese, put it under the broiler, and let it brown. Let the cheese brown up a little bit. Oh, yes. And that's how I make my chicken cacciatore. Oh, but you know what? You know what? I might be able to pick a few vegetables out of this other one because I got to be able to see my veggies. I just got to. All right, you veggies, come on out of here. Show yourselves. There's some tomato there. Some tomato and pepper here. I gotta see my veggies. All right. So, I got all I need out of there. I've got all this extra cheese sauce that I gotta do something with, within the next couple of days. And then we're gonna put this in the oven and let it bubble and cook. It's so good. A little bit more. Then we're going to add the other cheese on there. Let that cheese brown up and crisp a little bit. And then we are going to add in the scallions and the lavender last. Okay? Where is the lavender? Where did my lavender go? Oh, it's right here. I think I can put the lavender on now. It's safe. It's safe. Let's do the lavender now. Baby, if you've never had these little lavender flowers in your food before, I'm going to ask that you go on and bless yourself. Go to the store and get you some little lavender flowers. They make them in this brand here, Morton and Bassett. Especially if it's something that has tomato in it. Baby. Oh, baby. Is that hot? It's hot. All right, so this is going to go back into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, but wait, I still got more chicken. Let me take this other chicken out. And I know there's a lot of juice in here too, so I can do the same thing with this that I just did with the big pan. But we're just gonna put that in there. Oh, ow, oh, the chicken looks so good. Oh, the skin came off. The skin came off, put it back. Okay. I love the skin, especially when it's crispy. All right, so I've got juice in this pan, and I can put some of this juice into this pot, add some of the cheese sauce to it, and then you can pour it back over the chicken. Let it hang out in the oven for a few more minutes, and it's gonna be so good. And this is all chicken stock, all the juice from the chicken that I'm pouring into the pot, right? It's in there. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of the cheese sauce in here. And then I guess I'm gonna have to use the immersion blender again. Oh, that's thick. Talk about a cheese pull. Mmm. 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 Now, I don't know if this is how you make chicken cacciatore, but it kind of looks like a chicken cacciatore to me. So I call it my version of chicken cacciatore. Don't that chicken look good though? I'm looking at it on the TV screen and ooh, am I hungry? Okay. So, here's the other pot with the sauce. And I want you to move over here so I can put the sauce right there. And I need the blender again. Plug it back up. All right, here we go. All right, I just pulverized all my veggies. I don't like that, but I had to make sure that that was mixed together really well. Makes a nice, thick, creamy sauce for my chicken cacciatore. If I wasn't so tired, I would just cut up some more tomatoes And I might still do that. Oh, that looks so good. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That chicken stock and the cheese. Mmm. 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 Wow. Mmm. Oh my. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. 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 So good. So good. All right. So this is going back. Whoop, whoop. I forgot that was hot. It's going back in the oven for just a little bit. And the other one looks so good. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at the other one. Ah! It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the lavender to that last pan of chicken. So let me do that now before I shut the oven. And I think we are out. Yep. Lavender's all gone. Have to get more. Okay. So I'm going to set a timer for 7 minutes. And the last thing we're going to put on that chicken is the scallions. It's time to throw away all the trash. Okay, let me turn y'all this way. Okay. And put the dishes into the dishwasher. Somebody need to come get this trash. There's no one down here with me, so I don't even know what I'm saying. My daughter is working and my husband is watching the telly, I'm sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure the television is watching him. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm so thirsty. I would say to my granddaughter, I'm so thirsty. And my granddaughter would say, Granny, you look thirsty. She didn't know what she was saying. She was just trying to be helpful and agreeable. My little grandbabies, they not little no more. They are not little anymore. My little sweet babies. They'll always be my babies. Okay, so I'm going to make butter with the heavy whipping cream because this was not even opened and it had curdled. So I'm going to make butter with this. This is heavy whipping cream. I can make butter with this. This half and half, I don't know what I can make with this. I don't know if I can make cream cheese with that or not, but I'm going to check it out and see. But I know I got plenty of cream there to make some butter. Homemade salt-free butter. I don't like butter with salt. I never have liked butter with salt. I don't know if it's because they put too much. I don't know. I guess I want my butter to be sweet. Not savory sweet, but just sweet. So, hold on. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Ooh, and my back. My neck and my back. Okay, so let me finish cleaning. I just need to put these things into the dishwasher. And I'm sure as soon as I'm done with that, what's in the oven? Oh gosh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. I know I'm going to be back down here at around 4 a.m. snitching a piece of chicken out of the refrigerator. I'm not saying it looks good because I made it. I'm saying it looks good because I made it. And I think it's what you call chicken cacciatore, which I think is a chicken with a tomato sauce. I don't know if they add cheese to it or not. I'm not really sure. But I made what I think is called chicken cacciatore. Or let's just call it, what can I call it? Sassy tomato chicken. This is my sassy tomato chicken. I'm telling y'all, I can eat my weight in tomatoes. I love tomatoes, and I love green tomatoes too. I missed the Eclecnista. She did a live, I think it was yesterday or today. I really love watching her channel. This lady can put together clothes like none I've ever seen. And I love to see her put outfits and accessorize. I'm no good at accessorize. I mean, for me, if I accessorize, it has to be the earrings that match the necklace, that match the tika and the bracelet. I'm not good at putting, you know, this piece together with that piece or mixing and matching. I'm a Garanimals dresser. You remember Garanimals clothes for kids? If you had two giraffes, it was a match. That's the way I dress sometimes, most of the time. I'm not good at coordinating and putting stuff together and making it look really good. All right, okay, all right. All right. Doggone it. Wonder what movie we're going to watch tonight. We always have a movie after dinner. And someone, either my husband picks something out or my daughter will pick something out or I'll pick something out. I don't have anything in mind. Has any and everybody seen the movie Leave the World Behind? I just assumed everybody had watched that movie. Pay attention. Pay attention. It's one of those movies where you gotta watch the clues. You have to watch the innuendo, the subliminal messages. You gotta watch for all of that. And the thing about it was that the movie came out before this administration was in office. And then after this administration came into office, you just have to watch it. You just have to watch it. You're going to be like, wow, that's really happening. And in case you didn't know, the Obamas were the producers of said movie. The movie is called Leave the World Behind. And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, the Obamas, they didn't do anything for black people, and, you know, all this talk, they didn't do anything for, you know what? When I voted for Barack Obama, I didn't expect him to come in and do anything for black people. I expected him to come in and do just what he did, serve the people. And there's a lot of people. And not all the people look like me and you. There's other people involved as well. And what you do for the goose, you have to do for the gander. You can't do one for this group over here and something else for them over there. Okay? Now, he could have done a lot of things. But you have to remember who's really in charge. You have to remember how these presidents get into office in the first place. Some people think it's one way, but it's really another. And oftentimes, they really have no power. They're given an agenda, told here, execute this, make sure this happens and that happens. You know? I want to say something, but I can't. Can't even speak these days. You cannot even speak. So. If you don't know by now, you will never know, never know. Listen, if you don't know by now, I don't think you're ever going to know. If you don't know by now, it's probably just as well. Some people can't handle certain things. They just can't handle it. So, anyway, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I want to lay down. Oh, but listen, I got one more thing to show you. How to make the banana mango pudding. And this is going to take 10 seconds. 30 seconds. Give me a minute. All right, so to make your banana mango pudding, I'm going to talk to you about it real quick. I just got my Ninja food processor out. And what you want to do is take some bananas, peel them, mash them in a pan. Just mash them with a fork. Then you want to cut up 2 whole, very ripe, very juicy mangoes. Your bananas should be pretty ripe too. They should have like little brown spots on them. They shouldn't be completely brown or black, but they should be yellow with some brown spots. This means that your bananas are sweet and they've got some juice to it. And when your mangoes are nice and soft, very soft, you just press on it and your thumb just goes right in. That's a very sweet and juicy mango. So you want to cut up 1 whole mango, 3 to 4 bananas, mash them up. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of lemon extract. Okay? Add in your pumpkin spice or your nutmeg, your cinnamon, whatever you prefer. Bake it on, not bake it, cook it in your pan with the top. It has to be covered, and I turn it down to 2. It's gonna look like it's not cooking. It's gonna look like it's not doing anything. Leave it be. Don't take the top off, don't touch it, don't bother it. Let it go for 45 minutes to an hour. Just come back and look at it. You need to do this in a non-stick pan. Okay? I don't know why I'm walking in circles. Oh, because I'm looking for the cup. Where's the cup? Here's the cup. Here's the cup. Okay. It's going to start to bubble and boil. Or it's going to be like a slow simmer. It's not really boiling. It's a slow simmer, right? Right? Let that go for about 45 minutes to an hour. Stirring after, you can stir it for the first time like after 40 minutes. right? Then what you're going to do is you're over here and I'm over here. We got to come together. Hold on. Did I not just put lotion on? This means I'm eating too much sugar from the bananas and the mangoes, and I know it. Because I eat this every day, and I should not. Okay, so anyway. What you're going to do is take your, and this is so easy, this is so simple. After you let the bananas and mangoes simmer in their own juices, and it's going to be a lot of juice, and you just want to just keep stirring it around, and the juice is the sugar that's going to make the bananas and mangoes sweet. Okay? Now, what I need is a little bit of cream cheese. And I'm going to tell you 2 things you can do with this mixture. 3 things, actually. Number 1, after the bananas and mangoes have cooked, and that juice has evaporated into the fruit, let me turn you down so you can see. Okay, so we're here. Zoom out. Why can't we zoom out? Why are we so close? All right, anyway. This is what it's gonna look like. Doesn't look very appetizing, but I promise you, if you eat it just like this, you will fall in love. It's so good, okay? So you've got this. It's done. I'm just making sure I get it all up because, honey, everything that's stuck to the pan is even the better part. What's stuck to the pan is the sugary part. And I've added no sweetener, no sugar to this, and it's gonna be so incredibly sweet. It's sweet just like this. It's very sweet, like somebody added sugar. So you're gonna take this, put it in the cup, okay? Take half of it, put it in the cup, right? Then you want to take some of the cream cheese, and you can use this right here. You can freeze this. Put it in a Ziploc bag, freeze it for about an hour or 2. Get some heavy whipping cream, pour it into the cup, then take this that you have in the Ziploc bag that's frozen now, add that to the heavy whipping cream, put it on your food processor. You're going to have the best banana mango soft serve ice cream you've never had in your life. So good. So I could take part of that and freeze it and add it to some cream. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I got to have my full portion of banana mango every day. I'm sorry. I just got to have it. It's so good. So anyway, you can freeze half of that banana mango. And then once it's frozen, put it back in the cup and add some whole whipping cream. I'm telling you, it's going to be, you're going to have to wash it down with some water. It's going to be that rich, thick, and creamy. You will have to wash it down with water. Okay, so this is what, 4 ounces of cream cheese? I'm going to take 1/3 of it. I'm going to take 1/3 of it. This is probably what I would put on a bagel if I had a bagel. I'd take half of this and put it on one side and half of it and put it on another side. That's what I would do. Okay? This is going in the cup. Right? And then I really don't have enough to freeze, so I'm just going to take all of this and put it into the cup. It's really too much to go in the cup, but you're only supposed to fill it up to a certain point. But we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. And this is so good, just like this. You don't have to do anything to it. But some people look at this and they're like, ew, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look appeasing. But I'm telling you, it's sweet. It will satisfy a sweet tooth. And I don't want to say you're going to be hooked, but you might be hooked. Because I'm hooked. I can't stop eating this, and I eat it just about every day. I'm lying to you. I eat it every day. And that's not good. It's too much sugar every day. No one needs to eat sugar every day. And the sugar I eat comes from the bananas and mangoes. Nothing else. I can't even do the strawberries anymore. All right, so I'm trying to put the top back on. Okay, now this is gonna whip up really nice, and it's gonna be real creamy and smooth, no lumps. But I'm telling you, you can eat it just like this. It's so good, all right? All right, you move over there. Get over there. Okay, can we see it? Yeah. We are good. All right, turn it on. Put the cup in position. And just turn it on. It's gonna whip up nice, very quickly. Okay, it's not mixing because it's cold. When it's hot, it mixes in seconds. But this is cold, even though I had it in the oven, but the oven was off. Well, let me just show you what it's done so far. Look. This is banana mango pudding. It's so thick and decadent. It's just absolutely amazing. So I opened it. I was going to put a spoon in there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to close it back up. Pound it down a little bit. Turn it on. Okay, I'm turning it off because it's dry blading right now. I had to pound it down a little bit. Okay, sorry. I tried to muffle the sound. I put my hand over the speaker. But let me show you what it looks like. It's thick. It's creamy. You can top this with berries. You can top this with nuts. Get creative and just top it. If you want to top it. I didn't realize it, but pecans add sugar to the sugar that I eat from the bananas and mango. So I had to stop doing the pecans because that was causing me a problem. Um, every now and then I'll toast a few pecans, maybe 10 or so. And then, oh gosh. Oh, come on. Now I can't open it. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay. Now I can't get the top off. This happens every now and again. And sometimes I just have to let it sit for a moment. Because when it starts to heat up, when the contents of the cup start to heat up, it makes it difficult to open it. All my kitchen towels are in the washing machine. Oh, the chicken. Ooh, baby. Come see, come look, come see, come see. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Cheesy, bubbly, peppers, onions, tomatoes. Can y'all smell it? Can you smell it? It's done. It's done. So, I'm going to turn the oven off. I want to top it with some more. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. I want to top it with a little more cheese and have it brown up. But there's really more than enough cheese in there right now. So we're going to leave it as is. Oh my goodness. Got it. I'm strong. I used to tell my granddaughter, the oldest granddaughter, show me your muscles. And she used to go like this. I thought that was so cute. My babies. All right. So here is the banana mango pudding. Look at it. Look at it. You see how thick it is? Ooh, baby, it's thick. Now, if it's too thick for you, you can add some cream, heavy whipping cream, half and half. I like it just as it is. And I just dip my spoon in, I pull it out. Whatever's on there, I eat it. This tastes and smells like apple pie pudding. That's what it tastes like. You can do apples and bananas, apples and mangoes, you can do bananas and apples, strawberries. What did I say? You can do bananas and apples, bananas and strawberries, bananas and mangoes, bananas and peaches. I don't do peaches because peaches, for me, mangoes have more of a robust flavor. And I like the way the mango tastes better than the peach. But there's so many different varieties. Your banana is going to be your creamy base. Your mango, your apple, your other piece of fruit, that's going to be your sugar helper. It's going to add the sugar, the sweetness to your pudding. So good. It's so good. It's so thick. It's pudding. Banana mango pudding. Look at this. Do you see how thick and pretty that is? And this is just banana mango and cream cheese And then your favorite extracts and your favorite spices. That's it. That's all. Look at it. Mm. Uh. Put it down. All right, that's got to come out of the oven. But you saw what that looked like. Dinner is ready. I'm going to move that chicken up to the top oven. So you just saw the banana mango pudding. I would plate this up, but my plating skills are trash. So we have bell peppers, cabbage, broccoli, collard greens, red onions, and green pepper. And then the chicken is ready. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But like I said, my plating skills are absolute trash. And I know it. I need to put the scallions on there. Just to garnish it just a bit. Add a little more flavor. This is good. Okay. All right, okay. It looks really, really delicious. Let me show you again, because I garnished it with the scallions. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Now, what I will do, if you give me just a few moments just to get it together here in this kitchen, I will try to plate it up. At least one plate. I'm telling you, my plating skills are trash. I know my place. I know my lane. I'm not going to tell you I can do something that I can't. You know how people put stuff on a plate and it just looks really good? And you see some people who think they got plating skills and they don't got plating skills. But you know what? Nobody has to eat it but them, so what's it to me, right? What is it to me? Not a darn thing. Because what I eat don't make you. You know the rest. You know the rest. All right. Put this stuff in the dishwasher. Turn it on. I'm going to put this cream back in the refrigerator because I can tell you right now, I'm going to bed. I'm tired after I eat. And I am not going to make the butter tonight. I'll come back tomorrow and make the butter. I'm going to make a herb butter, I think. Yeah. I'm going to put some stuff in my butter. Make it a little fancy. Okay. Put this top in there. Nope. Not enough room. Put that down. Okay. Oh boy. I am tired. Do I need to get anything else? That pan, I gotta find something to put that cheese sauce in. I'm telling you, I'm using that cheese sauce either for beefaroni or pizza or both. I don't know. I'm trying to get through one meal at a time. So when I figure that out, maybe I'll come back and tell you what I did with the extra cheese sauce. I think I'm pretty much sure that I'm gonna make some little mini pizzas with the cheese sauce that's left over. It's really good. It's really, really good. This can be put back. This stuff right here, I love it. It's called Zero Light. It's an electrolyte supplement. It has potassium, magnesium, and sodium. And let me tell you something. When I catch one of those cramps in my leg, I'm telling you, in like 30 seconds or a little bit more, it'll take the cramp away. I've tried the mustard. The mustard doesn't work for me. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar. There are people who are buying kombucha. I'm going to show you real quick how to make your own kombucha. Hold on. Hold on. All right. This is how you make kombucha. I got a glass. Why are y'all standing like that? Y'all look like y'all been drinking. Straighten yourself out, okay? We're in public right now, okay? You got a glass, right? There's your glass. Here's your apple cider vinegar. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I use 3 capfuls or sometimes a little bit more. I use really a lot. I just pour. I don't use the cap anymore. I don't use this to lose weight because I don't believe it helps you to lose weight. Some people claim it does. I don't think so. Sparkling water, flavored preferably. Your favorite. Mine is peach and pear or peach Bellini. Add it to your apple cider vinegar. That's a good drink. I like it. I normally don't drink this until I've eaten half of my food. I eat half of my food, then I drink this, then I eat the rest of my food. This right here, if you have eczema and you're itching, mix up a cocktail just like this. And if you're anything like me, if your system is anything like mine, in 5 minutes you'll completely stop itching. But then you also need to identify your culprit. You need to identify your trigger. What made you start itching in the first place? Okay? And once you do that, I'm telling you, drink this. If you're triggered by something, drink this. Stop eating whatever it was you were eating or drinking. Drink this apple cider cocktail. You'll stop itching in 5 minutes or less. If you are transitioning from being a vegan back to being, and I think I need to say this. I don't think I've ever said this before. Maybe I have. If you are transitioning from being a vegan and you're going back to eating meat for health reasons, and you're trying to get your gut back in order because, you know, for so long, for however long you were vegan, you know, it's just like the workers that show up to work at a job site, right? And you got the people that do the hammering, you got the people that do the soldering, you got the people that do the nailing, you know. And it's like the people that do the hammering. Well, they've hammered everything that they're supposed to hammer. There's nothing to hammer, so you send those people home for a day or two and tell them, look, come back in a couple of days. We don't have anything for you right now. And they keep coming back, and the foreman doesn't have any work for them. So guess what? They stop coming back. Same thing in your gut. When there's no work for certain bacteria in your gut, that bacteria is going to cut out on you. And so when you need it for whatever you're eating, it's going to disappear. It's not going to be there for you to help you digest your food. So if you're making a decision to not be vegan anymore and you want to start eating meat again, this will help you. You may need more help than just this, okay? You might have to buy a good pre and probiotic to help you with digesting food And just use it sparingly, use it as little as possible so that your body can develop its own after a while and start to do what it's supposed to do naturally, okay? But in the meantime, you can make your own kombucha cocktail with some sparkling water and some apple cider vinegar. That's all I put in mine. You can put in whatever you like, whatever you want, you know, to enhance the flavor, make it pretty, make it taste good. This is all I need. I keep, you know, this does it for me. So I drink this if I know I'm going to be eating that pudding. Let me tell you what else I do. I also take my 1-a-day vitamin, which has magnesium. So I don't get that cramp at night in my leg, in my thigh. And there's something else I do. The apple cider vinegar, the vitamin, the Zero Light. This is watermelon salt. I didn't know it until today. I have a habit of picking stuff up and not looking at the price. And then, you know, then I'm wondering, where'd the money go? Because I know we had, and now we got, where the money? It's $40. There's 30 in here. Is it 30 or 39? It's 30. This is $40. So this works out to be about 75 cents each or something like that. Yeah. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And I'm telling you, if you get those leg cramps at night and you running, not running, but bent over screaming, and you can't move, you can't walk, you can't do nothing, make sure you keep this by your bed with a bottle of water that you can pour the powder into and then be able to shake the bottle, because this will clump up, especially if the water is real cold. This will clump up in the bottom of the cup. So you need something that you can shake or stir. Better to shake it. And this will help alleviate your leg cramps if you get them. That's what I use it for. Sometimes when I'm dehydrated, I get a headache. Drink this. In 5 minutes, you're good as new. Sometimes I get nauseated from being dehydrated. Drink this. In about 5 minutes, the nausea goes away. It's got a great taste, that watermelon and salt. I love it. 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 500 of potassium, and 80 of magnesium. It's good stuff. And it is called Zero Light. There's no sweeteners, no sugar, no sweeteners. Okay, so look. I gotta take the chicken out the oven because, yeah, I don't want that to dry out on us. So I said I was gonna plate it up, didn't I? I don't want to plate it up because I told you all right, I'm gonna plate it. I'm gonna plate it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm telling you, my plating skills are trash. I don't want to do this. But here I come. Hold on. I'm coming. Let me get a plate. And I need to get a bag because I'm going to save this for, what's today? Wednesday. We'll probably be ready to eat this on maybe Friday. We'll probably save it for Sabbath. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, a plate. Now, I noticed that when people plate stuff up, they normally use some tongs. Both of my tongs are in the dishwasher with all kinds of schmegma. Thought I had started the dishwasher. I didn't. Do I have any more tongs? I did, and I threw 2 pairs away because they were like kind of wonky looking. I would really like to use a pair of tongs, but I don't have any that are clean. So I'm going to use a spoon. Those are the vegetables. Here comes the sun, da-da-da-da. It's all right. My back hurts. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just really beautiful. It's just really beautiful. Here we go. Let me show you what we're working with. Again. Hold on. There's the chicken. Hold on. Wait. That's not doing it justice. Here we go. There we go. There's the chicken. My sassy tomato chicken. All right. And then here are the vegetables cooked just right. No water was added. Just a little bit of avocado oil. That's it. Okay. I should have left you here. Where are you? Okay. Okay, dinner's ready. Y'all come on and eat. Like they can hear me. But after this, I got to go because I'm tired. I am really tired. And I got to eat and I'm hungry. So, okay. I'm going to plate this. And hopefully it'll be nice when I plate it. Ooh, baby. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the vegetables first. Okay. And then let's grab a piece of chicken that's got tomato on it. Let's do that. And this chicken is creamy, tomatoey. That's hot. That's the best I can do, guys. That's the best I can do. Let me turn the flashlight on. Flashlight. And there we have my sassy sassy creamy tomato chicken. I told you my plating skills were not what I want them to be. Okay? So that's my creamy tomato and cheese chicken with a collard green cabbage, onion, bell pepper, and broccoli medley. Okay? So now, I'm going to do like I used to do when my kids were little. And I'm going to put the food back like no one touched it. You know how when your kids were little and you wanted to go pick up the pizza from the store? Because we didn't have really delivery like that back then, so we had to go pick up the pizza. And when we brought the pizza back, we had to shove the pizza together because we ate like 2 or 3 pieces on the way back from the pizza store. Did anyone else do that but me? Did anyone else do that? That's all I want to know. So, but there you have it. There you go. I'm tired. I hope you learned something. I hope you like this recipe. Most importantly, I hope you get to try it. All right? This is I Am Everything Fresh and Sassy. Stay close. Stay tuned. I'll see you when I see you. Yahweh willing. Salomon Mgani. I hear somebody coming. Chloe, dinner's ready. Dinner. Oh, really? It's still going? Is it really still going? Oh, you know why? Because I didn't turn it off. Okay. All right. So let's go back. What do we want to hear? Levels. Dinner's ready. You tell Dad dinner was ready? You tell Dad dinner was ready? Now tell him dinner's ready.